Are you missing out on some of the most powerful fat loss hacks? There is a very big chance you are because hardly anyone uses them. But once they start, losing fat gets fast and easy for them. So today I'm sharing with you the little known secrets of fat loss I've learned over the past 10 years so you can lose your next 5 kilos of fat with as less effort as possible. So over the last 30 days, I tracked how many hours of sleep I was getting and the days I was overeating. I noticed something weird. Tuesdays and Thursdays were both horrible. I was getting the worst sleep ever and I was eating over 1,000 extra calories on just those 2 days. All because of this fucking loud ass truck that shows up at 2 a.m. to extract grease from the restaurant downstairs. The thing about poor sleep is that it fucks up your entire day for fat loss because you have two invisible hunger hormones that dictate whether you lose or gain 5 pounds of fat. The hormone that's telling you, hey man, take it easy, put the sausage down. When you sleep poorly, this guy takes a fucking vacation, man. And the other hormone that makes you want to eat, he's seducing you even more, man, luring you in harder than ever, using your worst cravings against you. Now, to optimize these hormones to lose fat fast, you need to enter your deep sleep cycles. So 3 things. Firstly, understand that you spend 1/3 of your life asleep. A 75-year-old slept for 25 years of his life. You want to make sure that those 25 years are comfortable. And that starts off by investing in a good pillow. So I got this memory foam pillow, which you can adjust based on the type of sleeper you are. Let's say you're someone who sleeps on their side. Usually your neck's going to be all smashed up like this, but with this pillow you can adjust it. You can slap on some more if you need to. That way your neck's going to be in a much better position. Now it depends on the way you sleep, but the goal of this pillow is to kind of adjust it based on the type of sleeper you are. That way you're going to be more comfortable, and the less tossing and turning you do, that means you're going to actually stay in your deep sleep cycles and your hormones start working to your advantage. Ever since I bought this, I've been waking up feeling well rested for once, in a good mood actually, and because of that I'm not running to food for comfort all the time. But the thing is, even with a good pillow, you've still got your street lights outside, phone screens, snoring, farting partners, and retarded neighbors arguing at 2 a.m. All of that pulls you out of your deep sleep. That's why blackout curtains, sleep masks, and even earplugs can make the biggest of difference. And it depends on your surroundings if you have these problems to begin with. So don't sleep on sleeping. It is the greatest fat loss enhancer you can use. By the way, I'm not some pillow salesman here. There'll be no link in the description to buy a pillow. But if you want to lose your belly fat, I'll send you 52 ways in 52 days on exactly how to do that. Now imagine a world where you can lose more fat by doing less steps. Let me explain. So about 5 years ago, I worked in a fitness school, and part of my job was to sell courses. I'd spend hours sending individual sales messages to over 200 people. It was exhausting until I discovered that there's a tool out there which sends messages in bulk and saves you half the time. The only problem was the first time I used it, I sent "Ma, what's for food?" to over 200 people accidentally. Now, when it comes to fat loss, doing 10,000 steps can be time consuming too. And once you're consistently doing them, your body gets used to walking, so it starts to burn less calories than it used to. That's where weighted vests come in and make things more efficient. Now, aside from looking like the Terminator, they help you burn more calories in less time. But the true magic of this is on the days I said, I don't have time, let me do just a quick 20-minute walk with my vest because that's efficient. That actually got me moving versus telling myself, I have to do 1 hour. Oh, I don't have the time. Because then once I do that 20-minute walk, I end up doing a 60-minute walk instead. The thing about walking is it's such a powerful tool, man. It's easy for most people. It's just hard to get yourself to actually start doing it. Now these vests, they remove the time barrier because you can do a 30-minute walk and get some good results. But what also helps is a pedometer. Now I know you have your phone, watch, or whatever. I do too. But I notice that when I use one of these, I get a direct signal from this to my brain saying, move your ass, you fat fuck. Even right now, I'm seeing 1,600. Man, I know I gotta move my ass. So this every time you check it, it gives you that accountability, something you need and something our phones and watches don't quite give us. So this might be what you need to get you moving, build some momentum and lose your first 5 pounds of fat. And if you want that extra accountability, sign up to Lose Your Belly Fat with me, because every time I send you something, it'll help keep you on track too. Because you might be like, let's get some pizza today, and then ding, Calvin. Oh my God! What was I thinking? Yes, Calvin. Now, the thing about dieting is that often you want to kill yourself, but that's only the case if you aren't leveraging these. So back in the day, when I actually used to get laid and not lie about it, my ex and I would protect ourselves, or wrap it before you tap it, as these young kids these days say. But I wasn't really enjoying it as much. I mean, I'm fooling myself here. This is not the real deal. It wasn't until I switched to these transparent condoms I started enjoying it a lot more. It made me feel unprotected, real, adventurous. So often when we diet, we tend to restrict and narrow our foods down to the most fucking boring, wanky diet. When in reality, there are many things that can actually make your diet not feel like one. I used to struggle like crazy to lose my belly fat because I fucking love food more than anything, man. But once I started adding in these low-calorie swaps, man, air-popped popcorn, fruits like acai, watermelon, mangoes, zero sugar drinks, Jello cups, Greek yogurt, Halo Top ice cream, and actually started spending some time learning healthy recipes, man, everything changed. Because if you put in a little effort to load up your pantry with these and experiment new recipes, have some fun with it, fat loss will suddenly feel so much easier for you, more sustainable, and less like prison. Now, you and I might be having the same problems. We want to feel comfortable in our own skin. We want to be attractive people in the bedroom, at the beach, and maybe we don't want to be so frail and soft, but we want to be tough, masculine. This next hack will start getting you jacked faster than anything. So a few years ago, I was going through one of my bad breakups. And to lift my spirit, my coach was always inviting me, let's go for dinner, but I wasn't going anywhere or doing anything. You know how it is when you're going through these things. He then told me, Calvin, there are 3 single girls here with me. Let's go for an all-you-can-eat steak and have some fun. And obviously, I went from to I fucking flew there, man. But it turns out these 3 single girls were 2 girls that were half my age, and the mom was more than double my age, which I don't mind, by the way. I have a fucking good time with even a 70-year-old if they're wearing the right socks. Now, when it comes to building a body you feel confident in, it's very difficult to do that when you enter the gym most of the time, like me after a breakup. But if you were to enter the gym pumped up with fuel in the tank, ready to meet 3 single girls, you could transform yourself into someone that lifts heavier than most people in the gym and actually look like you train. There's 3 things you need to leverage. First, you need to get caffeinated. Coffee, pre-workout, I don't care, because it's a proven drug that improves your strength, endurance, and overall performance in the gym. Think of it like walking into a bar after pre-drinking. And second, another habit that's helped me for years. It's gonna sound weird, but I drink my coffee, my pre-workout or whatever, and then on the way to my gym, I'd listen to a motivational speech. Because listening to someone go on and on about how successful you're gonna be every day, that constant motivation in your ears, is gonna drown out all this negative bullshit which does pop in our minds. Just a constant reminder of what you're trying to achieve, what you're striving towards, what you're grinding for is just a game changer. Trust me, man, once you start doing this, you're gonna walk into the gym like David Goggins. But now, to have that David Goggins endurance, there's one last piece of the puzzle, and that's creatine. Now, most people don't know how creatine works, but in the most simplest way to put it, loading creatine into your body is like walking into the gym with an extra fuel tank of explosive energy. Those moments when you're pushing and pushing your hardest, When you supplement with creatine, they'll help you push out a few more reps because they get that energy from that extra creatine is loaded into your body. It's like a tank that just gets you stronger, better, and leaner. You can start off by taking just 5 grams a day. You can have it in powder form, you can even have it in tablet form, whatever you prefer, but just 5 grams every single day, non-negotiable. Now, the harsh truth is that you can be in a calorie deficit, you can lift weights, you can get protein, but you can still never get lean. So over here, I break down why 93% of people never get lean and how you can fix it and start being the man.